My ex-wife traveled back to our university days to smoothly begin her husband training plan. She even put on a beautiful, carefully done makeup look, hoping to leave a good impression on me. But this time, all I wanted was to escape her clutches. We were already divorced, but every time I tried to date someone, my ex-wife, Su Ching, would ruin it. And this time she even fought my new girlfriend right in front of me. As the situation turned completely chaotic, I tried to pull the two of them apart, but unexpectedly caused Su Ching to lose her balance and fall toward the middle of the road. Seeing that huge truck speeding toward her, I didn't hesitate and threw aside my girlfriend, thinking, I really owe you in this lifetime. When I opened my eyes again, I found myself on a train that was about to arrive in Jinling. Just then, a crisp voice sounded. "Hey, handsome, can you help me get the luggage from the top shelf?" I looked carefully and realized it was my college classmate Zheng Yinyin. Why did she look so young? No, her outfit was exactly what she wore in freshman year. Through the reflection in the train window, I finally realized I had actually traveled back to age 19. At that moment, Zheng Yinyin pouted and asked, "Have you stared enough yet?" I quickly apologized. "Sorry, I got a little distracted." As the train slowly stopped, Zheng Yinyin lost her balance and fell straight into my arms. She immediately screamed and pushed me away, embarrassment written all over her face, while I reached up to take down her luggage for her. After grabbing it, she warned me viciously, "If you dare tell anyone what just happened, you're dead." Watching her familiar back, she looked exactly like the fierce girl I remembered. Soon, I arrived at Jinling University. When I was 18, I, Zhou Yuan, used to be full of ambition, dreaming of great achievements, but fate didn't go my way. Since heaven has given me a second chance, I'm going to do big things in this life. A voice suddenly sounded. "Student, are you here to register?" Hearing that extremely familiar voice, I couldn't help looking over and saw that it was Senior Chenwan, someone I hadn't seen in a long time. Meanwhile, Su Qing suddenly woke up on her bed, staring at her current appearance, finding it unbelievable. But she had indeed been reborn. On my side, Senior Chenwan was still enthusiastically introducing herself. "Student, I'm Chenwan. You can call me Senior Chen. I can show you around or help with your luggage." But all my attention was focused on the small mole on her collarbone. I remembered that in my previous life, it was because of that mole that I willingly applied for 3 campus cards. And this time, I directly snatched the flyers from her hand. "What a coincidence, Senior. I'm a local. Your sales pitch is way too old school. Why don't you give the flyers to me? I'll help you sell them, and you can keep the commission. How about it?" Hearing there was such a good deal, Chunwan immediately stuffed all the remaining flyers into my hands. "Since you're so cooperative, then work hard. I'll come check your results later." Soon, I easily found my old dorm room. The moment I walked in, Changhao grabbed me excitedly. "Finally, I've been waiting for you. Now our dorm is complete. I even invited a few super pretty girls to play poker. Want to join?" Hearing that, I made an excuse to decline his kindness. Because in my previous life, I met my ex-wife Su Qing at that exact poker game. But now, something more important was on my mind, making money. The scene shifted, and I turned into the sweet senior guy, constantly capturing the hearts of freshman girls. With my sunny, handsome look, it was naturally easy to close the deal. Many girls even wanted to add my QQ for future development. And of course, I wouldn't refuse. Right then, a mother and daughter walked toward us, asking if we were heading to dorm building 9. When I saw who they were, I froze. It was another acquaintance. Shen Yu's mother felt the campus card was indeed a good deal and planned to get one for her daughter. Seeing this, I warmly helped carry the luggage and said she could contact me if they needed anything at school. Hearing that, Shen Yu's mother immediately added my contact and asked me to take good care of her daughter. Once we reached downstairs, I naturally said her dorm room number, 503, right? I'll help you carry it up. Hearing that, Shen Yu looked puzzled. How did you know I'm staying in 503? I hurriedly explained. I overheard it from your conversation earlier. Meanwhile, I thought, stupid mouth, all because I visited their dorm too many times in my last life. Then I realized selling the cards one by one was way too slow. At this rate, making money would take forever. I needed a new method to get my first pot of gold. So an idea struck me. I wrote my phone number directly on the flyers. That made the effect instant. Then a clean-looking girl walked over. Zhou Yuan, I heard you get 20 yuan commission for each person. Is that true? I looked up and realized it was the future, most beautiful diplomat, Li Shiqi. Wanted to leave a good impression. I smiled and sweetened the deal. Normally, it's 20 per person. You can also recruit downlines and take a cut from their numbers. But if you bring me 30 people today, I'll make you the general agent for your whole campus. Then it'll be 30 per person. Her eyes instantly lit up with golden sparkles. Deal. I'll send you the list on QQ later. Meanwhile, Su Qing kept calling that phone number engraved in her mind, but it only said the number didn't exist. Her roommate, Zheng Yinyan, asked, I invited some friends to play cards at the cafeteria. Do you want to join? Su Qing agreed without hesitation. Then she stood before the mirror, carefully putting on her makeup. This strange reaction instantly triggered Zheng Yinyan's suspicion. Your expression is weird. Are you going to meet your boyfriend or something? Su Qing blushed. Don't talk nonsense, he's not my boyfriend yet. But in her heart she thought, but he is my future husband. As soon as they sat down in the cafeteria, two boys came over to hit on them. Su Qing thought it was Zhou Yuan, so she immediately stood up to greet him. But after seeing who they were, her face dimmed instantly. Why is it you two? Where's Zhou Yuan? Chang Hao replied. He said he had something to do and couldn't come. Thinking, damn, what kind of luck does Zhou Yuan have? He's not even here and still has girls thinking about him. Hearing this, Su Qing panicked a little. How could this happen? Is this the butterfly effect caused by her rebirth? Zheng Yinyan giggled. Got stood up by her boyfriend? Don't worry, Ching Ching. Maybe he really had something to do. At this moment, Su Qing was very depressed, thinking, I called him earlier, but it said the number didn't exist. Is something going wrong in this lifetime? To smoothly carry out her husband training plan, she even put on beautiful makeup to leave a good impression on me. But this time I only wanted to escape her grasp, so I made an excuse to skip the card game, though I still ended up playing with Chang Hao and the others. But Su Qing had no mood to play at all, so the game ended quickly. The scene shifts to the Dinshin office. As soon as I walked in, I asked, Is your manager here? I made an appointment to discuss agency cooperation. Following the girl's guidance, I went straight to the general manager's office. The manager saw how young I was and thought I was joking about becoming an agent. I handed over my notebook. Manager, this is just the initial list. 58 dorms, 247 freshmen confirmed interest covering 3 colleges. He flipped through the list and nodded. Impressive volume. Only a few days since school started and you already have 30 plus subagents? Have you talked to the main campus Dinshin office? How much rebate did they offer? I smiled. For the 150 yuan plan, the most they give is 70%, but I want 80. Hearing this, the manager jumped up, bold. 80% is fine. Then I added, I don't need much commission, so I want the highest campus general agent rights in this area. Besides that, I want a 60% cut and 30% prepaid cards and materials. The manager laughed playfully. So you're trying to take the whole pot? Do you even know my cost line? But I had already expected his reaction. Honestly, my family does this business. And the golden freshman season only lasts half a month. I can help you get 40% of the university town share, squeeze out at least 2 of your competitors. You get stability, I get commission, win-win. Hearing this, the manager snapped his fingers, ambitious at such a young age. Time and place, you decide. I'll deliver the goods on time. Let's sign the contract now. All right, sis, one more thing. Does your store have Apple contract phones? Walking out of the Dinshin office, I couldn't help marveling at my luck. Same place, different counter, yet I got the exact same phone number as in my previous life. Just then, my phone rang. A voice said, Zhou Yuan, you must write novels. Your novels will definitely become popular. Hearing that familiar voice, I instinctively hung up at once. Damn, Su Qing. On the other end, Su Qing listened to the busy tone, her face full of confusion. Why did he hang up? I wasn't done talking. Suddenly, she realized the current Zhou Yuan is only 19 and doesn't know her yet. Meanwhile, I stared at my phone in powerless rage. Damn it. Heaven, don't mess with me like this. Does a rebirth ticket really come with a buy one get one free? After calming down, I decided I must never let Su-Ching know I'm also a reborn person, or how am I supposed to flirt with girls? The scene shifts. Chong Hao and the others were strolling around campus with Su-Ching. When Su-Ching learned there would be a class meeting that afternoon, her eyes lit up instantly. She insisted on sending them back to the dorm. Zhang Yinyin thought, is she going to look for Zhou Yuan? And Chong Hao felt extremely jealous of Lao Zhou. What did that guy do to deserve this? If only Yin Yin treated me like that. Seeing her friend interested in Chong Hao, Su-Ching whispered, Yin Yin, does Chong Hao like you? But Zhang Yinyin said she prefers more mature boys. Soon, Su-Ching saw me. Her obvious affection, anyone could see she liked me. Zhang Yinyin was also shocked. So the boy she met on the train was Zhou Yuan. I deliberately pretended not to know her. Who are you? Why do you know my name? But in my heart, I thought, Su-Ching was really a beauty when she was young. No wonder I fell so hard in the last life. Su-Ching smiled softly and introduced herself. We were both from Xuhuai No. 1 high school. Did you forget? Watching their reactions, Zhang Yinyin felt they didn't look like a quarreling couple at all. More like a first-time meet and greet. I asked her, Beauty, are you trying to pursue me like this? But Su-Ching didn't deny it. Zhou Yuan, let's get to know each other again. Seeing her brave and affectionate look, I guessed that without rebirth, I definitely would have agreed. But in this life, no way will I let you deceive me again. Getting to know each other is fine. But let me say first, I already like someone. Hearing this, Su-Ching's smile froze. Then she asked in disappointment, how can you already like someone? I naturally replied, is it strange? It's that girl I saw today. Long hair, long dress, wearing a hat. I think she's really beautiful. Hearing me describe her vividly, Su-Ching almost wanted to punch me. Thinking, you're dead. In this life and the next, you can only belong to me. At this moment, Zhang Yinyin stepped in to ease the mood. We meet again, handsome. Remember me? I calmly took out my phone, trying to add her contact. Seeing this, Su-Ching sensed something wrong. How could he afford such an expensive phone at this time in the last life? So Su-Ching took out her phone and stood in front of me. Since we're alumni, let's add each other's friends too. Seeing her hand over her phone voluntarily, I knew trouble was coming. I was thinking of a way to reject her. When luckily, Zhang Yinyin stopped her with a smile. Not this time. Next time, okay? Beside us, Chong Hao checked his phone and said, the counselor announced the class meeting will be at 7 tonight. We'll elect class officers. Hearing that, I immediately grabbed Chong Hao and headed toward the classroom. Thank God, the class meeting saved me. At that moment, the classroom was already full. Li Chong and Chong Hao were secretly discussing the girls around them. Li Chong said, look at the one at my 9 o'clock, beauty and temperament. Chong Hao retorted, what eyes do you have? She looks good to you? However, Li Chong looked completely disgusted. TSK, you just like girls like Zhang Yinyin, 2 legs like utility poles. What's so good about that? Chong Hao wrapped an arm around Li Chong and pointed to the other side of the room. Bro, let me tell you, in our class, look at the girl next to the one I mentioned. That's what you call good. Li Chong spread his hands. Just average. Girls like that are too skinny. They look malnourished. Just then, the teacher walked in. Hello, everyone. I'm your counselor, Yu Chongjin. I'll be with you for the next 4 years. Before military training, does anyone want to be the temporary class monitor? While I was still trying to recall who the class monitor was in my previous life, a girl stood up first. My name is Gu Yao Yao. I'm from Wannan, and I'd like to run for the female class monitor. Then a boy named Jiang Chao also stood up. He said he was a local from Jinling and wanted to run for male class monitor. But I used the election time to promote campus cards. Sorry to take a minute. I'm Zhou Yuan, the general agent of Xianlin University Town. If you want to apply for a card, remember to find me. The counselor was stunned by my behavior and was about to stop me. But I treated him as a customer too. Teacher Yu, this plan is great for checking materials. Would you consider getting one as well? Then I smoothly stood on the podium and introduced. Actually, for a dorm of 4 people, just 1 card is enough. Then internet costs are only 15 yuan a month. If you want to be subagents, you can find me too. One card gives you a 30 yuan commission. Bring in 30 people and it becomes 50. But before that, I hope you vote for me in the class monitor election. If I become class monitor, I'll give everyone an extra 50 G of data. The counselor was shocked by my ability to control the room and thought, if he becomes class monitor, will my next 4 years be effortless? And as expected, I was elected temporary class monitor, and Gu Yaoyao became the deputy. After the meeting, Gu Yaoyao also wanted to apply for a campus card. I was confused. Didn't Lu Yu from your dorm already get one? Why do you still want one? But she jokingly said she wanted to support my business. I didn't say much and instead told everyone, if you're busy tomorrow, you can leave your ID card with me first. I'll handle the applications later. Then a girl walked over with a smile. Zhou Yuan, I just brought 5 people to apply for cards. Don't forget my commission. Seeing us chatting happily, Gu Yaoyao slapped her ID card onto the table. Then she leaned close to me and said, Monitor, I'm entrusting everything to you now. Don't you dare show this to outsiders, or the price will be much higher than your 50 G of data. But in truth, she was thinking, still dare ignore me? This time you're in big trouble. Just as my roommates and I finished showering, we ran into a girl on her way back to the dorm. She puffed her cheeks and looked at me, saying, Senior, I messaged you online about the campus card. Why didn't you reply to me? Hearing that, I smiled and said, don't stand here in the wind, or you'll catch a cold. If you get sick, you won't be able to come tomorrow to get the card. Because of my sudden concern, all her dissatisfaction vanished instantly. Got it. Thank you for caring, Senior. Bye. After that, quite a few girls on the road greeted me enthusiastically. The other 3 saw how popular I was and thought I had some secret trick. So, the moment we returned to the dorm, they surrounded me. Faced with their suspicion, I had no choice but to lie that I had a twin brother who was a sophomore here. This shocking news made the 3 widen their eyes. You're not lying to us, right? If that's true, old Joe, you'll never worry about finding a girlfriend again. At that moment, my phone rang. It was Li Shiqi calling. As soon as I picked up, she shouted through the line, Zhou Yuan, I finished the 30-person quota. I asked how she managed it. She paused, then asked if providing a new sales strategy would get her a reward from the head office. I answered, then can I treat you to a meal as a reward? But Li Shiqi shocked me and asked, can you give me cash instead? Chong Hao and Li Chong saw me getting rejected and secretly gloated. Helpless, I said, if your method is truly effective, I'll give you 200 only. Then did she explain her method. She posted student IDs on the campus forum, selling the card at 140 yuan to classmates in our class, and 145 yuan to students from outside who came looking for her. But I felt this could cause problems. Undercutting prices by 5 yuan each time might draw trouble from other campus card agents. I'd better remind her next time. After I hung up, my roommates gathered around, teasing. Who was that girl? Business partner? Why does no one come looking for us to cooperate? I laughed it off. What can I say? Your brother one is handsome and good at business. Later that night, I realized I still hadn't escaped Su Qing's grasp. She curled up in my arms, softly saying, if you dare bully me, I won't let you go. Not in this life or the next. Suddenly, I jolted awake. I thought, I didn't expect there to really be a next life. With how big a splash my campus card business is making this time, she might start suspecting something. Looks like I need a chance to test her. The next day, I arrived at the gymnasium early to pick up the military training uniforms. Seeing that Gu Yaoyao was also there, I handed the uniforms directly to her and told her I needed to go to the school gate to meet the staff from the business hall. Help distribute these uniforms later. Gu Yaoyao didn't refuse. Instead, she told me that if I made money, I must remember to treat her to a meal. Hearing that, I immediately said, even if I don't make money, I still have to treat you to a meal. This scene happened to be seen by her roommate Lu Yu. Didn't we agree back in the dorm that I'm the one chasing Zhou Yuan? How are you inviting him to dinner right in front of me? But Gu Yaoyao simply spread her hands. Zhou Yuan isn't your boyfriend. Everyone has the right to pursue him fairly. Watching the two of them full of gunpowder, Su Qing thought, what on earth is Zhou Yuan doing? None of this ever happened in the previous life. At this moment, Zheng Yinyan suddenly patted her on the back. nearly scaring Su Qing's soul out. Why are you spacing out? Did you see your future boyfriend? Su Qing corrected, it's my soon-to-be boyfriend. Hearing Su Qing's firm tone made Zheng Yinyin even more curious. Just what kind of charm does Zhou Yuan have to make someone as excellent as Su Qing fall head over heels? But Su Qing didn't want to explain further. All right, let's distribute the uniforms first. Just then, Chang Hao walked toward Zheng Yinyin. Zheng Yinyin said, perfect timing. Tell me, what exactly is the relationship between Zhou Yuan and Su Qing? But Chang Hao said, I don't like Su Qing at all. Hearing this, Su Qing hadn't reacted yet, but Zheng Yinyin was already anxious. Are you kidding me? Our Su Qing is like a drama-level girl boss. She doesn't lose even when talking to the counselor. But Chang Hao said, Old Zhou is also amazing. He not only became our class monitor, but also secured the title of campus card general agent in the university town. Now we only need the 59 yuan monthly plan to get full-day broadband. Hearing this, Zheng Yinyin was shocked. So cheap? Why didn't you tell me earlier? She thought, I heard a senior brag before about how much money he made selling campus cards. If Zhou Yuan is the general agent, he must be earning even more. But even so, how could he not like Su Qing? Right after that, she asked Chang how to send her Zhou Yuan's WeChat, saying she also wanted to get a card. When Chen Wan saw me again, she was still bragging about her results from the past few days. Hearing that, I gave an awkward smile. Senior, how much commission do they give you per person? Chen Wanner looked completely proud. 30 per person. These 20 people make 600. That's quite a lot. How about this? You sell me the info of these 20 people, and I'll give you 50 yuan per person. Before Chen Wanner could react, a few girls in business hall uniforms appeared. Director Zhou, your campus is really hard to find, but thankfully we still made it here on time. I took out my phone and checked. There were still 10 minutes before the scheduled card processing time. In that case, help me process this one first. The staff girl took the ID card and smirked. She's so pretty. Don't tell me she's your girlfriend? I joked, how could that be? I'm still waiting for you to break up so I can move up the ladder. Hearing me chat so naturally with the business hall staff, Chun Wan tugged on the back of my shirt. Only then did I remember I had forgotten about her. Well, senior, let me reintroduce myself. I'm Zhou Yuan, the general agent of Xianlin University Town. If you work under me, your commission will definitely be higher than over there. Not long after, the place was surrounded by people. Although only 22 of the 30 people Li Shiqi counted yesterday showed up, I didn't mind. Because once momentum is created, attracting people won't be a problem. Seeing that I was getting overwhelmed, she even stepped forward to help introduce the service. Sure enough, I didn't misjudge her. The commotion here quickly attracted the attention of many freshmen's parents. I patiently explained to them, Uncle, this local SIM card isn't just cheap for calls. Each month you get 30 gigabytes of general data plus free broadband. It's very convenient for looking up study materials. After hearing this, the parents all felt it was a great deal. But seeing such a long line, they wondered when they could get it done. I immediately guessed their thoughts. Uncle, Auntie, no need to rush. The back of this flyer has the school map. You can settle your child in the dorm first and come back later. My words made them even more pleased. Both Li Shiqi and Chan Wanner fell into thought, one thinking about grabbing the money-making chance, and the other thinking how much commission her 20 people could bring. Soon, Li Shiqi imitated my way of explaining to an auntie, but the parent wasn't very interested and waved her hand before leaving. Seeing this, I hurried over to comfort her. This kind of thing is very common. Don't be discouraged. As for Chen Wan, she contacted her clients through her phone, saying she would follow me from now on. Near noon, I bought some food and water so everyone could rest in turns. I thought to myself that this massive stroke of fortune had finally landed on me. At that moment, Chang Hao arrived with Zheng Yinyin and Su Qing. Old Zhou, you must have made quite a lot this morning. Just what I feared. Why did Su Qing have to come too? Zheng Yinyin spoke first. Zhou Yuan, I added you on WeChat. Why didn't you approve it? I scratched my head and said I had been too busy all morning to check my phone. Unexpectedly, she grabbed it directly, added herself, and asked, You're using an iPhone 5S? It's the newest model. How much did you pay? I quickly explained that it was a gift from the business hall. Hearing that, Zhang Yinyin instantly lit up. The business hall gives out iPhones? Are they hiring? Can I join? At this moment, Su Qing finally couldn't hold it in. Zhou Yuan, how did you suddenly become the general agent? You weren't like this before. Hearing that, I didn't give her a good face. Why can't I be the general agent? Su classmate, you seem to be paying special attention to me. Huh? Faced with my aggressive tone, Su Qing didn't back down at all. She looked straight at me and asked, are you really someone from this world? Before I could answer, Zhang Yinyin burst into laughter. Su Qing, you're so funny. If he's not from this world, which world would he be from? In truth, my heart skipped a beat. I didn't expect her suspicion to be this sharp. Fortunately, Xinyu appeared just then, breaking the conversation. Senior Zhou, long time no see. Seeing her, I gave an embarrassed smile. Sorry about yesterday for pretending to be a senior and tricking you and your mom. I really had no choice. Zhang Yinyin chimed in from the side. Just apologizing isn't enough. Since you tricked our Xinyu, you should treat us to dinner. While we were chatting happily, Lu Shuo and Li Shiqi walked over. I quickly introduced them. This is my best bro, Lu Shuo. He studies at the engineering college next door. Chang Hao's gaze fell on the other girl. Old Zhou, is she from our college? I replied, no, she's my high school classmate. She's from Nanda next door. Hearing this, Lu Shuo immediately added, she's my Zhou bro's childhood sweetheart, Li Shiqi. Su Qing's mind was starting to get overwhelmed. She thought there wasn't even such a person in my past life. Were they secretly in contact all along? At that moment, several motorcycles stopped right in front of us. The girl with dyed red hair in the lead asked aggressively, are you people selling campus SIM cards? From her attitude, everyone could tell they didn't come with good intentions. Seeing customers approach on their own, Li Shiqi smiled and stepped forward. It's 145 yuan to get a card here. If you have many people, I can help you apply for an even bigger discount. Unexpectedly, the red-haired girl slapped the flyer away. Others sell it for 150, and you sell it for 145? Who gave you the nerve to steal my brother's business? Li Shiqi was startled. I don't understand what you mean. If you don't want a card, then just don't get one. But the red-haired girl refused to back off and grabbed Li Shiqi by the arm. Aren't you the one who likes disrupting the market? Why are you scared now? Li Shiqi mustered her courage. Let go of me. Providing better value for the same service is normal in business. If price advantage counts as stealing, then all innovation and progress would be impossible. The red-haired girl grew impatient and shoved her hard, even cursing, go to hell with your natural selection. At that moment, a firm arm caught Li Shiqi before she fell. Lying in Zhou Yuan's arms, a faint touch of affection rose inside her. I then placed her behind me and stated that I was the person in charge here. If there was a problem, they should come at me. Even Zhang Yinyin found that moment surprisingly cool. Then came another wave of motorcycle engines. A burly blonde man walked into the crowd. From the red-haired girl, we learned that he was her brother, who also sold campus SIM cards. The man stood before me and said, I thought you were something impressive, but you're just a bunch of snot-nosed kids. Your people came to my turf and sold cards at a lower price. Don't you think that's a bit unfair to me? I looked at him calmly. If you can show me a rule saying SIM cards can't be sold at Jinqian College, I'll refund every penny. If not, then everyone competes as they wish. You failed to keep your users. What does that have to do with us? Instead, your sister came to our school and touched my people. How should we settle that? Seeing how steadily I handled the trouble, warmth rose in Li Shiqi's heart. So this is what it feels like to be protected. The man, seeing that arguments didn't work, wanted to use force. I asked curiously, what exactly do you mean by using words? And what do you mean by using fists? Seeing I was unfazed, he issued a challenge. Tonight at 8. Barbecue stall on Shuefa Road. Then he left with his people. After they left, Li Shiqi apologized, but I reassured her, it's fine. There was never any territory division. They're just jealous. It's not your fault. Zhang Yinyin glanced at gloomy Su Qing and teased, gentle and responsible. Your future boyfriend won't be easy to win over. Su Qing suddenly realized his calm protective attitude was exactly like the him from 10 years later. Changhao whispered to Zhang Yinyan, "Look at old Zhou's peach blossom trouble. Let's keep some distance." Finally, unable to hold it in, Su Qing burst out. "Zhou Yuan, explain yourself. Is this Li Shiqi the one you said you liked?" Hearing that, I looked at her with complete indifference. "Su Qing, in what capacity are you questioning me? Does she have anything to do with you?" Seeing the tension suddenly spike, Zhang Yinyan quickly pulled Su Qing aside. "Come on, Qing, let's not meddle in the general agent's business. Aren't we here to get SIM cards?" Seeing I still gave her no good attitude, Su Qing made up her mind. She needed to plan her next move carefully. After that, I asked Lu Shuo, "How many people can you call tonight?" He said all 49 boys in his class could come. "Also, I still have 3,500 yuan with me. Take it and treat everyone later." I thanked him first, then threw him a stack of cash. "Bro, how can I take your money?" "Take these 3,000 first. Bring as many people as you can." He was moved to the point of tears, thinking that although we didn't interact much in high school, from now on I would be his big brother. After Lu Shuo left, I looked at Li Shiqi beside me. "Let's go. I'll walk you back to campus." On the way, she counted today's commission over and over, afraid she might take advantage of me. She said, "Zhou Yuan, today's incident is my responsibility. Because I didn't handle it well, you had to pay extra. I can't let you bear it all." Hearing that, I refused immediately. They were clearly looking for trouble. Even without you, they wouldn't have let it go. Seeing her about to cry from guilt, I leaned closer and teased, "Didn't expect our class monitor to be such a crybaby." Realizing the atmosphere was getting awkward, she panicked. "Then, let me treat you to dinner. Our school's spicy hot pot is really good. Or I can take you to a movie." Seeing she finally stopped blaming herself, I smiled and agreed. But I've been feeling overheated lately, so I'll skip the spicy pot. As for the movie, let's wait for mid-autumn. If neither of us goes home, we can watch it as an employee benefit. Hearing me agree, Li Shiqi was delighted. Then it settled, watching her leave with such a happy expression. I thought Li Shiqi is truly a good girl. Someone like her doesn't deserve to be dragged into my mess. I should find a chance to make things clear. I'm a firm non-marriage believer now. Not long after, I arrived at the barbecue stall we agreed on. A thug holding a beer bottle shouted, "You stole my brother Hao's business. Without 20,000 yuan today, there's no settlement." I warned him not to point that cheap bottle at me. He sneered, "I'll point the bottle at you if I damn well want. What are you gonna do?" Seeing how clueless he was, I suddenly punched him straight in the stomach. At that moment, Lu Shuo arrived with people. "Who the hell dares touch my brother Zhou?" Seeing a dark mass of people behind me, fear rose in the thug's heart. There were at least 70 of them. Wasn't Zhou Yuan a college student? Why did this look like a gang? Realizing the situation, the man immediately backed down. It was all a misunderstanding, just a misunderstanding. Today's mess is on my little brother. I'll punish myself with a bottle first. Seeing that I still said nothing, he sensibly downed 2 more bottles. All right, this happened because my girlfriend doesn't know the rules yet. She just started college and doesn't understand social stuff. The man hurried to add, "It's all my sister's fault. Honestly, I never took this seriously. Bro, let's not bring this up again. From now on, if my sister-in-law wants a campus card in King College, just handle it for her. I'm graduating anyway." Seeing him back down, I said, "Since that's the case, let this matter end here." After they left, I turned to my own brothers. "Tonight, barbecue and beer on me. Eat and drink all you want." Then I whispered to Lu Shuo, "How did you call so many people over?" He explained, "I ran into Class 2's leader. I said we were treating them to barbecue, and he just brought his whole class." When I got back to the dorm, a post titled "New Rising Campus Boss" was already blowing up the school forum. I watched the comments get more and more ridiculous. Changhao mocked me, "Old Zhou, you hit too deep. Turns out you're the boss of Xuhuai Club." The whole forum exploded. I immediately made a call, thinking this is destroying my reputation. "Hello, this post on the forum is completely inaccurate. Please delete it quickly." The guy sounded careless. "Who the hell are you? You think I'll delete it just because you said so?" But the moment he heard the name Zhou Yuan, his attitude flipped 180 degrees. Yes, Brother Zhou. I'll delete it right now. Before I could even relax, Su Qing called again. After the three girls returned to the dorm, Zhang Yinyin quickly took photos of Su Qing's legs, thinking it'd be a crime not to capture these. I'll post them on the forum's leg queen ranking later. She'll definitely dominate the list. Seeing she was using her as a joke, Su Qing tried to grab the phone to delete the pictures. The two chased each other around, making a huge scene. Xinyu quickly separated them. All right, stop messing around. Su Qing, weren't you curious how Zhou Yuan became the campus car general agent? Did you get an answer? Zhang Yinyan added, yeah. And he even tricked our junior Xinyu. Then she imitated him seriously. Hello, junior. I'm senior Zhou from the third year. And the key is, you actually believed him. So cute. Xinyu's face flushed red. How was I supposed to know he'd be that strategic? He didn't look like a freshman at all. Zhang Yinyan laughed and asked Su Qing, don't you think Zhou Yuan is like an old fox? Totally not someone our age. What she said casually, Su Qing took seriously. Now she had even more reason to suspect Zhou Yuan was a reborn person just like herself. It seemed she needed to find a chance to confront him properly. Just then, Zhang Yinyan stared at her phone in shock. Come look, this is a massive bombshell. Zhou Yuan is actually the rumored leader of the Shuhuai Club, and Lu Shuo is supposedly the Grand Protector. There are even photos on the forum. Is this real or fake? Suddenly she understood. No wonder, Su Qing, you like him so much. You must have known he was a hidden boss already. But Su Qing fell into deep thought. He was clearly just a normal student. What went wrong? Could this world be different from the original one? Seeing her expression off, Xinyu said, those posts are definitely made up for clicks. Don't take them seriously. But Su Qing's face only grew darker. No, I need to ask him right now. Is this Zhou Yuan still the one I know? Right after that, she quickly dialed that familiar number. The moment the call connected, Su Qing kept asking, are you really Zhou Yuan or not? I snapped back, is something wrong with your head? If I'm not Zhou Yuan, then who am I? You free this weekend? Can you come out? But I refused instantly. No time. I'm watching a movie with my girlfriend this weekend. Su Qing felt like she was struck by lightning. He had a girlfriend, meaning he wasn't him. She looked completely soulless. Her two friends rushed over. Don't scare us. What happened? The moment the call ended, Su Qing's emotions collapsed. He has a girlfriend. He isn't my Zhou Yuan anymore. He isn't the one who cared for me. If this world no longer has him, then what's the point of my existence? Zhang Yinyan tried to comfort her. So what if he has a girlfriend? You're amazing. You'll never lack eyes. Forget it. I'll ask Chang Hao for you. Su Qing regained a bit of clarity and sighed. Don't ask. I probably won't get married in this lifetime. Zhang Yinyan never expected Zhou Yuan to affect her this much. Su Qing explained, when you truly meet someone you like, you'll understand. Then a WeChat notification sounded. Zhang Yinyan showed her phone. Su Qing, what if Zhou Yuan doesn't have a girlfriend? Chang Hao said Zhou Yuan personally told him he didn't have one, and that he only went to vocational college to sell campus cards because that girl's family was struggling. He even spent more than 4,000 yuan on it. Even though it was all a misunderstanding, his unfamiliar attitude still confused Su Qing. Zhang Yinyan instantly got fired up. Unfamiliar my ass. Just tell me if you want to ask him face to face. Leave the rest to me. Then she used her own happiness as a bargaining chip and exploited Chang Hao like a full-time tool man. When Chang Hao saw a message from his goddess, he ran straight to me and played the emotional card. Brojo, save me. Yin Yin is furious. She says you bullied people. She want me to organize a dorm gathering and says you must show up. I acted indifferent. Her tantrum has nothing to do with me. But he kept begging, come on, Brojo. It's our dorm's first gathering. Just show your face. I already agreed to her. If you don't go, I'll look like a liar to her. He looked at the other two roommates. Right, guys? Wouldn't it kill the vibe if Shou doesn't show up? Li Chong and the others nodded. Yeah, Brojo, come on. Never refuse a free advantage. At this moment, I knew I had no way out. If I didn't agree, he wouldn't stop. But I warned him first. You're paying. Only then I'll consider it. Li Chong scratched his head and told Chang Hao, man, Our dorm's first meal being paid by Hao Ji. I feel kinda guilty. Chang Hao curled his lips. What do you mean I pay? Let's be clear. I only cover Brojo. Just then, a phone ringtone cut through our conversation. I picked up and immediately heard Lu Shua yelling at the top of his lungs. Brojo, did you see the forum? Our Su Huai society is blowing up. I'm officially the Grand Protector and you're the boss. Ha ha. Listening to him scream like a maniac, I snapped, do you actually have anything important? If not, I'm hanging up. He calmed down a bit. No big thing, Brojo. Just reporting our society's glorious reputation. And something about our school. The external relations minister is eating crazy kickbacks. Students work like dogs and only get 100 yuan a day, while he does nothing and pockets 50. You're smarter than me. Can you think of a way to deal with him? I stayed silent for a moment. Some people really love exploiting free labor. In my previous life, I couldn't change anything. But now it's different. I reminded him, since all the students listen to you, why not skip the minister and do it yourself? The wedding labor market is huge right now, and your classmates all need part-time jobs. You can run your own channels, no middleman fees, and you can negotiate directly. Lu Shua suddenly understood. Right? Why didn't I think of that? I added, use your connections and current reputation. Organize a group chat for anyone who needs part-time work. Call it the Work-Study Mutual Aid Group. Then you, or a few trusted brothers, go directly to wedding companies and malls to hand out flyers. Tell them you can provide reliable workers, transparent pricing, and no middleman cuts. And the most important rule, you absolutely cannot take commissions like that minister. It must stay pure mutual aid. Lu Shua agreed immediately, of course. Su Huai society is all brothers. We don't take cuts. After hanging up, I realized Su Huai society might actually be pretty decent. Campus cards only bring cash flow, but networks and channels, those are the real starting points. When I got back to my bed, Chang Hao was still planning the post-military training dorm gathering. I told him to rest early, or he'd suffer tomorrow. But he kept asking, Brojo, what do you think, seafood buffet or hot pot? I turned my back instantly, refusing to respond. As expected, during the second day of military training, Chang Hao became the only unlucky guy who showed up late. The instructor questioned him. When I called assembly, where were you? I was still on the way. Louder. Did you not eat? And when answering, shout report. Chang Hao immediately yelled, report. No, I didn't eat. We gathered at 6:30. I had no time. Seeing he dared to talk back on day one, the instructor punished him with 30 minutes of squats. But the idiot hadn't realized how serious it was and even tried bargaining. Come on, bro. 20 minutes, okay? The instructor roared, get the hell over there and squat. Don't be an eyesore. Hearing the instructor's rage, Chang Hao finally behaved. Watching his ridiculous posture, Su Qing laughed and asked Zheng Yinyin, your Chang Hao got punished. Don't you feel bad for him? Zheng Yinyin nearly exploded. Why don't you say you're Chang Hao? Your whole family is Chang Hao. The instructor shouted again. During training, cause less trouble. I don't have time to clean up your crap. And if you feel unwell, say it early. Don't wait till later, damn it. Hearing that, I quickly raised my hand and shouted report, handing over the leave slip I had prepared. Seeing I come prepared, the instructor waved me off to the medical room. I couldn't leave school, but this was all part of my plan anyway. Time flew, and soon it was 3 p.m. By then, Zheng Yinyin was already drenched in sweat under the sun. She thought, Zhou Yuan really is a sly fox. Then she pretended her period came, wanting to sneak to the medical room too. The instructor saw she was a girl and didn't question her. When Chang Hao saw his goddess walk off, he copied her and yelled report. The instructor snapped, oh, your period came too? Chang Hao claimed he had a stomachache and asked to use the bathroom. But the instructor said, even if you crap your pants, you're standing right here. When I strolled back to the medical room, I happened to run into the also slacking Zheng Yinyin. She immediately mocked me. The patient is back? You sure recovered fast. You even went for a walk. I explained helplessly, training ended. I still have to report back, right? After everyone left, the instructor kept Chang Hao behind. Instructor, come on, don't do this. I know I was wrong, okay? Cut the crap. What's your name? Report. My name is Chong Hao. Hearing that, the instructor patted his shoulder and appointed him as Class 2 squad leader for the entire training period. Back in the dorm, he immediately ran to tell Zheng Yinyan the good news. Meanwhile, I was thinking that the campus car business was basically saturated now. After giving commissions to the sub-agents, I'd only clear about 50,000 in total. Then my phone chimed. Zhou Yuan, why didn't you show up for training today? Looking at Su Qing's message, I suddenly felt a bit jealous of her talent. If I were her, I'd already be selling design drafts. Each one goes for 50,000. Sell a dozen and you'd take off. Thinking of that, I perked up instantly. In my last life, I actually made a decent amount by writing web novels. So I acted immediately. I posted the teaser on the site and even declared that if I couldn't update 20,000 characters a day, I'd chop off my own carrot. Sure enough, once the waves started rolling, comments flooded in. Everyone said they were looking forward to it. Looks like in this life, I'll take back everything that should have been mine, starting with the web novel world. On the day we agreed to meet Zheng Yinyan, Chong Hao and Li Chong were posing with a mirror, completely full of themselves. Staring at his reflection, Chong Hao boasted, "First group meetup. Your boy's gonna be the brightest star tonight." I looked at the two of them helplessly. "Judging by your posture, you two are planning to win the beauties, huh?" The two of them swaggered, of course. "Victory is ours." Then Li Chong immediately hugged Chong Hao's leg and begged sincerely, "Hao Ji, you and Zhou Ji are both ending your single lives. This time you have to help me get a girl." Zhou Hao answered right away, "No problem, leave it to me." I looked at them speechlessly. "Aren't you two thinking a bit too much?" Then we arrived at the school gate. Zheng Yinyan glared at us angrily. "Why are you so late? You made a few great beauties wait for you." Chong Hao scratched his head awkwardly. Sorry. Made you wait. I'll make it up to you later." Then he noticed a short-haired girl standing beside them and asked immediately, "Hey, that beauty, new face." Zheng Yinyan introduced her. "This is my roommate, Lu Lin. She's a bit introverted." After everyone finished introducing themselves, we headed to the restaurant. The three beauties walked in front, instantly attracting countless stares, many students too shy to look away. Soon we arrived at the Toronto restaurant. Li Chong's eyes sparkled as he stared at the luxurious place. "This is the 99 yuan buffet? It's so fancy. Hao Ji, following you is just too blessed." But I couldn't help wondering, last life, we ate the 49 yuan buffet. Why is Chong Hao so generous this time? Did he change personalities? Anyway, with so much good food, it'd be a waste not to eat. I walked to the self-serve area. Su Qing followed me and asked, "Zhou Yuan, Chong Hao said that girl isn't your girlfriend. Is that true?" I replied, "She's indeed not my girlfriend right now." Su Qing said with disappointment, "Then why did you lie to me before? You weren't like this." I replied impatiently, "Were we close before? You were the one clinging to me nonstop. I never planned on dating anyone." Su Qing hurriedly explained, "I don't have to date you. We can be just normal friends." I replied impatiently, "Sis, why are you clinging to me nonstop?" While secretly muttering in my heart, "What's wrong with you? Playing hard to get with me? Didn't you torture me enough in the last life? Please forgive me for loving freedom and refusing to be tied down." Seeing my attitude, Su Qing became even more depressed. Not knowing how to explain her past life with Zhou Yuan, she changed her approach and said, "Do you believe in past lives? I actually had a very long dream where I was a princess and a knight died protecting me." I said directly, "Why don't you just say we were married in our past life? Then by some twist of fate you reincarnated, and that's why you're clinging to me now?" Su Qing stared at me in shock. "How did you know? What if I said, I really am reincarnated?" I was startled for a moment, then quickly adjusted my expression and pretended not to believe her. "Then do you know tomorrow's winning lottery numbers?" Su Qing defended anxiously, "I really am reincarnated. And in my world, you really are my husband. We were married for many years. We even had a child." Her words scare me so much I even dropped the piece of meat I was holding. "Huh? A child?" My heart was full of disdain. Heavens, judge right and wrong. This woman is talking nonsense. After checking that no one was nearby, I whispered to Su Qing, "Shh, don't say stuff like this to anyone else, or they'll lock you up like you're crazy." The meat on the grill sizzled loudly. Zheng Yinyin raised her glass first. "Come on, let's drink till we're happy tonight. Everyone must drink, especially you four. Chong Hao, start by punishing yourselves with 3 cups." Her sudden announcement left us frozen on the spot. Reacting quickly, Chong Hao lifted his glass and said boldly, "All right, I'll drink the first one myself. Fate brought us together. No need for more words. Our bond is in the wine. From today on, we're all friends." The 4 of us immediately followed Chong Hao and downed our drinks in one go. At that moment, Xinyu looked at Su Qing and asked, "Right, Su Qing, you and Zhou Yuan came from the same school. Were you childhood sweethearts?" I quickly distanced myself and said helplessly, "We aren't close." Su Qing could only say awkwardly, "Haha, you're not close? But I'm pretty familiar with you." After all, they were divorced in her past life. Chong Hao looked at me too. "Bro, if you two really end up together, I'll borrow my uncle's car. Me and Yin Yin plus you two, perfect 2 pairs." I replied speechlessly, "Who's a pair with you?" Xinyu, hearing us talk, also asked, "Zhou Yuan, why does Su Qing keep telling you to write novels? Are you good at writing?" I took the chance to ask Su Qing, "Yeah, why do you keep telling me to write?" Su Qing answered, "Because back in school, whenever you had free time, you always went to the library with me. I knew you liked reading. I felt you were born to be a writer." Unexpectedly, Xinyu immediately lit up when she heard I liked reading. "Really? What kind of books do you like?" Su Qing panicked and sighed. Damn it, she forgot Xinyu was a literature girl. She couldn't let us talk too much. She hurried to stop us. "He likes." But I quickly put on a literary temperament and answered, "I like Dream of the Red Chamber. And not only that, I also like The Shadow Thief, Love in the Time of Cholera, The Unbearable Lightness of Being." Xinyu exclaimed excitedly, "You're amazing. I love those too." By now Chong Hao was tipsy, and he cut in, "Can you guys talk about something normal while eating? We don't even like reading. If you like chatting so much, just add each other on WeChat later." The moment he finished, both Xinyu and Su Qing shot him unfriendly looks. Chong Hao panicked and waved both hands. "I mean, let's eat first. After dinner, you can continue your literature talk." Watching from the side, Zheng Yinyin covered her mouth and laughed. She originally thought only Su Qing liked Zhou Yuan. Now it looked like Xinyu liked him too. Su Qing said sharply, "I've never seen you read any of those books." I retorted annoyed, "We're not twins. How would you know what I read?" Seeing the tension rise, Li Chong immediately mediated. Hey, don't talk like that. Speaking of web novels, I know a crazy author. He said he'll update 20,000 words a day, otherwise he'll cut off his GG and become a eunuch." And I, the author sitting right there, felt cold sweat. "Isn't he talking about me?" Chong Hao said, "What a madman. Even more hardcore than Dongfang Booby." Zheng Yinyin scoffed, "I don't believe it. It's just hype." I awkwardly defended myself. "I've read it. That novel's pretty popular lately." Su Qing looked at me, avoiding her again, and silently made up her mind. "No way. I've been reborn. How could I fall behind you?" "Zhou Yuan, just you wait." Zheng Yinyin noticed Lu Lin wasn't joining the conversation and redirected. "What's the fun in talking about novels? Look at our gorgeous Lu Lin, hasn't said a word. Come on, beauty, tell us why you came to Jinling for school." Lu Lin lit a cigarette casually and said, "No reason. I was just transferred here." Seeing Lu Lin's relaxed posture, I suddenly grew interested. I never noticed she was this charming in my previous life. Lu Lin exhaled a gentle stream of smoke, like a spirit dancing in the haze. Her calm and confident aura carried a natural pride. She looked at us casually and asked, "You don't mind me smoking, do you?" At that moment, Li Chong was already struck to the core by Lu Lin's seductive demeanor. "Brother, how brings you in, and you fall for everyone," he thought, realizing he had completely fallen for her. Half an hour later, Chong Hao stood on a chair and announced, "A feast like this can't just end here. Next stop, Golden Palace KTV. This young master is paying." Li Chong immediately clasped his fists on the spot, looking full of admiration. On the way, Shinyu said that since Changhao had already treated everyone to dinner, she could cover the cost of singing later. Su Qing reminded her right away, "My silly Yu, how could we let you pay alone? The four of us will split it evenly." When we arrived at the KTV, Zhang Yinyan rushed to the front desk first and said, "There are 8 of us. Just open a medium-sized room. Tonight's bill will be on us girls." Changhao tried to argue again, saying he had already said he would pay, but Zhang Yinyan shot him a glare. "Stop talking nonsense. We said we're paying, so we're paying." At that moment, the receptionist looked around and asked, "Excuse me, which Mr. Zhou booked a luxury private room and prepaid 10 minutes ago?" Hearing that, I stepped forward and explained that it was me who made the reservation. Changhao was so moved, he was almost in tears and declared on the spot, "From today on, you're my godfather for life." After entering the room, he was completely stunned by how luxurious it was. "Old Zhou, did you just move the peach banquet from the heavenly court over here?" Zhang Yinyan immediately took out her phone and started snapping pictures everywhere, thinking that her moment content was finally secured. While taking photos, she shouted, "Boss Zhou, look at the camera, smile." Seeing how happy she was, I played along with interest. "Brother, how didn't drink enough earlier, so let's keep drinking now." "That's right, tonight, the 2 of us won't stop until we're drunk." Shinyu said apologetically, "We really troubled you today. First you treated us to dinner, and now you're treating us to singing too." I replied calmly, "Isn't that how it should be? What songs do you want to sing? I'll help you pick." Shinyu thought for a moment and said, "Help me choose Red Bean." I couldn't help feeling surprised. Fei Wong's song? To be honest, I quite like Shinyu as well. I didn't expect us to have so much in common. Seeing the 2 of us chatting so smoothly, Zhang Yinyan quietly moved closer. After Shinyu finished choosing her song, I was about to turn around and ask the others. But at that moment, my arm was unexpectedly blocked by something. When I saw who it was, I immediately blushed and explained, "This isn't what you think. Don't misunderstand." Seeing how strongly I reacted, Zhang Yinyan leaned in and teased me in a low voice, asking how the touch felt. Just as I didn't know how to respond, Changhao fortunately stepped in to bail me out. "What are you 2 doing? Hurry up and help me turn off the original vocals." I answered in a fluster and immediately returned to my seat. But before I could properly catch my breath, Su Qing leaned over again. "What were you doing with Yin Yin just now?" "Choosing a song. What else could it be?" Hearing that, she couldn't help frowning. "Do you really need to stand that close just to choose a song?" Seeing that I no longer paid her any attention, she could only sit there alone, sulking. At that moment, Zhang Yinyan leaned over again. "Zhou Yuan, look how handsome I made you in the photos. My friend even said she wanted to introduce you to her as a boyfriend." Looking at Zhang Yinyan as she practically offered herself up, I suddenly felt a surge well up inside me. I thought to myself that being reborn at 18 really was different. My body had improved in every way. With a scene like this, what young guy wouldn't be tempted? Luckily, the intro to Red Bean started playing at that moment. Everyone's attention immediately shifted to Shunyu, but when she realized it was a male-female duet version that didn't suit her at all, she wanted Changhao to help switch to another song. Seeing that, I immediately stood up and said we could sing it together. My singing voice sounded as if it had been lightly polished with sandpaper, carrying just the right amount of grain and texture. It instantly boosted Shun Yu's favorability toward me. From exchanged glances to the way our voices echoed each other, everything was filled with her appreciation of me. Even after the song ended, she remained immersed in it, unable to pull herself back. I don't know if Changhao and the others had drunk too much, but they were shouting from the side, telling us to get together. Fortunately, Lu Lin drew everyone's attention away with a Cantonese version of thousands of songs. Her cool and sharp aura enhanced even more by the music. Even I couldn't help secretly recording it. Who would have thought Lu Lin was this captivating? How did I not notice her in my previous life? Xinyu glanced at me quietly, thinking to herself that Zhou Yuan was really outstanding. No wonder Su Qing was so persistent. Seeing that love-struck look, Su Qing immediately pouted in displeasure. Men are all the same, always attracting trouble. After the mixer ended that night, Shinyu still complimented me on the way back. Zhou Yuan, I didn't expect you to sing so well. I replied politely, you weren't bad either. Su Qing asked again, are you really not planning to write novels anymore? Novels are for dogs, I said. My dream is to be a businessman and build an empire of my own. Honestly speaking, if you didn't keep chasing me for a relationship, being friends wouldn't actually be bad. Su Qing was momentarily speechless. I realized, you're really good at putting on an act. But she quickly figured it out. Having lived again, she would make a name for herself in her own field, then make Zhou Yuan submit willingly. She suddenly leaned closer and stood on her tiptoes to kiss my cheek. I was startled on the spot. Weren't we supposed to be just ordinary friends? Women's words really can't be trusted. Su Qing, however, looked sly and said it was encouragement for a future business tycoon. Let's work hard together from now on. After the group returned to the dorm, Zhang Yan asked Lu Lin, Li Chong asked for your WeChat and you actually gave it to him? Don't tell me you like him. Lu Lin simply replied, it's convenient. Keeps things quiet. Zhang Yan added, but the way he looks at you isn't exactly innocent. Lu Lin didn't respond anymore and walked straight into the bathroom on her own. The moment the shower turned on, fine mist enveloped her entire body. But before she could fully enjoy it, Zhang Yan suddenly barged in. The new dorms are really nice, private bathrooms. No more squeezing into the public bathhouse. Hearing that, Lu Lin instinctively raised her hand to cover her chest. Hey, why did you come in without even asking? At that moment, Zhang Yan's expression became extremely animated. Wow, who knew yours were actually this cute? The next second, she was thrown straight out by Lu Lin. About half an hour later, Lu Lin returned to the dorm wrapped in a beige bath towel, her cheeks still flushed with warmth from the steam. You're back. Your phone's been ringing nonstop. It's probably Li Chong. Lu Lin picked it up and took a look. It really was him. Seeing this, Zhang Yan leaned over to remind her, that guy tried to chase Shinyu before. Don't like him. Liking him is worse than liking Zhou Yuan. When Zhou Yuan was mentioned, Lu Lin immediately became interested. She just started school. Where did she get that much money? Zhang Yan couldn't help teasing her. You moved, huh? But Su Qing likes him too. Lu Lin replied helplessly. I'm just curious. Okay? Zhang Yan then said smugly, you asked the right person. I'll tell you. He earned 30,000 just from handling campus SIM cards by himself. And he's the general agent. I bet he made at least 150,000 right after enrolling. Sigh. I really don't know how Zhou Yuan's brain works. Why don't I ever make that much money? At this moment, Shinyu also walked over after hearing them. What are you talking about? About who's suitable to be a boyfriend. Shinyu blushed and said softly, actually, I think Zhou Yuan is pretty suitable. Zhang Yan nodded repeatedly. That's 40,000 a month allowance money. How happy would that be? I can't even imagine it. Wait, hold on. You don't also like Zhou Yuan, do you? She leaned closer to Shinyu and whispered, if Zhou Yuan said he wanted to be your boyfriend, would you agree? Judging by her shy reaction, it seemed almost certain. Just then, Su Qing walked over and asked, what are you talking about? Startling Shinyu badly. She looked like someone caught by elders while secretly dating and hurriedly replied, no, nothing. You guys keep chatting. I'm going to the restroom. With a hint of warning in her tone, Su Qing said to her, I heard it. You said Zhou Yuan is suitable as a boyfriend, right? Shinyu didn't really want to admit it, but she realized she had indeed started to like him. I know you like Zhou Yuan too. How about we compete fairly? Whoever he chooses, we accept it calmly. Okay? Speaking from experience, Su Qing reminded her, Zhou Yuan won't choose you. Shinyu replied, but I want to try. This time, Su Qing said nothing more. Suit yourself. She thought to herself that it was just the bond of a single song, not enough to make Zhou Yuan fall in love. After lights out, seeing how quiet the dorm was, Zhang Yan asked, you're not all chatted with Zhou Yuan, are you? I'm telling you, when we were singing tonight, Zhou Yuan touched my chest. None of the other three believed her. Believe it or not, don't blame me if I steal Zhou Yuan away. Not long after, Zhang Yan frowned. Can't these guys change their opening lines? It's always, are you there? Are you there? It's so boring. Meanwhile, Shinyu opened her keyboard. She typed again and again, then quickly deleted everything. After hesitating for a long time, she shared a song, Because of Love, and added that it was really nice. Then she lay nervously on her bed, pressing her phone against her chest, feeling both expectant and uneasy. Should I really send this to Zhou Yuan? Will he think I'm too talkative? Soon, her phone notification sounded. Shin Yu immediately picked it up to check. Zhou Yuan had replied, "How about we go sing at KTV together sometime?" Seeing the reply, Shin Yu's heart fluttered. Does he like me a little too? Just the two of us? What's wrong with that? Is it not okay? At the same time, the usually aloof Lu Lin suddenly sent me a message in the middle of the night. Her first line wasn't hello, but lend me 2,000 yuan. Lend it to me and I'll be your girlfriend. The message even came with a sexy photo attached. I spat a mouthful of water straight onto the screen. When something's off, there's always a trick. Trying to bait me with a loan? You really think too highly of yourself. In the blink of an eye, it was the next day, and the miserable military training still wasn't over. Meanwhile, I was hiding in the infirmary eating KFC. At the pace I was making money now, I'd probably be driving an Audi by the National Day holiday. Just thinking about it made me happy. Just then, a sly voice sounded from behind me. Some people are really good at pretending to be sick, huh? I looked closely. It was that Brad Zhang Yinyan. When did you come in? Don't tell me you followed me all the way to the infirmary? TCH, as if I'd bother following a scumbag. As she spoke, she popped a fry in her mouth. With a crisp crunch, the salty fragrance exploded on her tongue, instantly winning her over. Everyone gets a share. If you dare not give me any, I'll call the drill instructor. I hurriedly pulled the KFC closer and said, "That's blackmail." Zhang Yinyan ignored me and reached straight in. "Hand it over already. Fries are mine. Fried chicken is yours." She ate with obvious satisfaction. I had no way to stop her. She had clearly planned this. Then she gave me a mischievous smile. "Remember to bring double next time. Otherwise, I'll tell Su Qing you touched my chest." I jolted. "Hey, stop making things up. What did I ever touch you?" "I say you did, so you did," she said confidently. "Still denying you're a jerk? You're messing with Su Qing, can't let go of Shun Yu, and now you're tangled up with Lu Lin too." I quickly explained, "Don't twist things. I have nothing to do with Lu Lin. Su Qing and Shun Yu are just friends." She didn't believe a single word. Her face reddened slightly as she looked at me strangely. "You're not trying to take out our whole dorm, are you? With that body of yours?" I told her to stop overthinking. Lu Lin keeps asking to borrow money. She probably ran into trouble. But I just met her, and Li Chong is the one chasing her. Zhang Yinyan cut me off mid-sentence. "If you're not eating it, put it down. Don't waste food." I sighed and said I wasn't that bad, just that Li Chong was the unlucky one, probably trying hard to impress her right now. Zhang Yinyan laughed. "Maybe he's happy doing it." She pointed at the remaining KFC. "Since you're so capable, bring more tonight." "I want chicken wings." I said helplessly. "Are you planning to extort me long term?" She pulled out 200 yuan. "What are you thinking? I'm treating you tonight. That good enough?" I hesitated. "But we won't be able to finish that much." She grinned. "I'll take the leftovers back to the dorm. They're my sisters. I can't just ignore them. Wait for me tonight. You buy it first. You definitely have the connections." Watching her so happy, I finally realized the girl was actually pretty cute. That night, Zhang Yinyan suddenly pushed open the dorm door. "Girls, look what I brought back." When they saw the KFC in her hands, everyone froze. "Fried chicken and burgers? Yinyan, where did you get those?" She quickly made a shushing gesture and whispered, "Keep it down." Zhou Yuan sneaked these in. "If we get caught, I'm done for." Su Qing was startled. "When did you two get so close?" Zhang Yinyan smiled mischievously. "Well, he did it for the sake of a certain fairy in our dorm." Su Qing felt secretly pleased, convinced it was because of her. Out loud she said, "Yes, yes, all thanks to Miss Su. Come on, everyone eat." None of them expected the smell of KFC to spark jealousy among other students. Why did they get special treatment? I'm reporting them. Meanwhile, our dorm was also eating happily. Someone complained, "Old Joe, that's really low, buying burgers for Yin Yin behind our backs." I hadn't even had time to explain. Another roommate suddenly shouted, Bad news, Brother Ewan. Yin Yan's dorm got reported. The instructor is punishing them outside. We were all shocked and instantly lost our appetite. Outside, the instructor glared and roared. I'll ask one last time. How did this food get in here? Zheng Yinyan immediately stepped forward. Report. I brought it all in. Punish me alone. The instructor ignored her and turned to Su Qing. You explain. What's with these burgers? Su Qing didn't want all the blame dumped on Zheng Yinyan. She thought, worst case, the four of them would be punished together. At that moment, I stepped out of the crowd. Report. I gave him the food. The instructor frowned. Any reason? What reason do I need? Because the girl I like lives in that dorm. My casual answer stunned the girls on the spot. The head instructor asked suspiciously, You're saying your girlfriend is in that dorm? Then tell me, who is your girlfriend? I glanced around. I noticed Su Qing seemed fully prepared. A playful smile appeared on my face. Under everyone's gaze, I slowly raised my finger. Instructor, it's her. Standing before the entire school, I announced loudly, Zheng Yinyan is my girlfriend. The instructor looked at her seriously. Did I ask that true? Zheng Yinyan snapped back confidently. Of course it is. I was craving food. What's wrong with my boyfriend bringing me some? Chang Hao stood there full of regret, thinking he should have stepped forward first. The instructor said coldly, all right. You two, come with me to the administration building. This will be handled seriously. Seeing his attitude, I explained immediately, the fault lies with me and my girlfriend. Whatever punishment we get, we'll accept it. She broke the rules, so a lesson isn't a bad thing. Watching us walk away, Su Qing hurriedly took out her phone, planning to contact the counselor to see if she could help. In the dean's office, the instructor reported the entire incident and insisted on strict punishment. The director stood up with a stern face. Instructor Han, you're right. This must be handled seriously. Before he could finish, the sound of a card game suddenly played from his computer. The director cleared his throat and changed his tone. Well, Instructor Tan, you've worked hard. A serious and responsible instructor like you is a model for us all. I'll take care of the rest. After sending the instructor off, the director turned to look at the two of us. He pointed at Zheng Yinyan first and asked, Is she your girlfriend? I nodded repeatedly. Then he pointed at me and asked Zheng Yinyan, Is he your boyfriend? She answered without hesitation. You two look pretty well matched. Zheng Yinyan immediately lit up. Thank you, director. The director was clearly stunned for a second. Well, during military training, there are rules against hiding food. You know that, right? But since this is your first offense, there will be no formal punishment. However, each of you will write a 2,000-word self-reflection and submit it to me. I immediately replied, Thank you, director. You're truly kind. No wonder I felt close to you the moment I saw you. Zheng Yinyan, on the other hand, looked horrified. 2,000 words? I struggle with even an 800-word essay. She turned to me and said softly, almost pleading, Zhou Yuan, help me out. Okay? You're my boyfriend. Can you really be that heartless? I rejected her outright. Dream on. All 4,000 words are yours. The next second, the director kicked us out. Do you two think I'm invisible? If you want to show off, do it outside. And if the instructors ask, say you've been given a major demerit. Don't put me in a difficult position. Zheng Yinyan shouted back, Director, you're really a great person. On the way out, she asked me, Zhou Yuan, have you thought about this? If you took the blame from me, you'd be the one punished. I shrugged indifferently. So what? Punishment is punishment. Besides, something this small won't actually lead to anything serious. Zheng Yinyan fell silent for a long time. Then, as if something suddenly clicked, she asked gently, So, do you want to actually be my boyfriend? Without waiting for my response, she grabbed my collar, rose on her tiptoes, and kissed me on the lips. Before I could fully savor the sudden warmth, she had already pulled back. No need to walk me back. I can get to the door myself. And this is your reward for standing up for me. The timeline shifts to the next evening. Zheng Yinyan, who had waited for me all day in the infirmary, called. Zhou Yuan, are you avoiding me on purpose? You touched me, you kissed me, and now you want to take no responsibility? I replied impatiently, boring. I'm still outside. If there's nothing else, I'm hanging up. Wait, when you come back, remember to buy me a Coke. And, Zhou Yuan, I miss you. Only after saying that did she hang up the phone, completely satisfied. But when she turned around, she realized Su Qing was standing right behind her. She asked nervously, Qing, when did you get back? Su Qing replied coldly, I've been here since you were on the call. She couldn't understand what kind of charm Zhou Yuan had. Enough to make all her close friends fall for him. I'm telling you now, Zhou Yuan won't like you. You should stop wasting your effort. Zhang Yinyin lifted her chest proudly. Oh what? Only you and Xinyu are allowed to like him. Why can't I? Maybe Zhou Yuan likes someone like me. At that moment, Xinyu returned to the dormitory. Seeing her, Zhang Yinyin spoke openly, perfect timing. Since Xinyu is here too, I'll announce this properly. Starting now, I'm competing with you both for Zhou Yuan. Xinyu froze that you're not joking, are you? Just then, Zhang Yinyin's phone rang. When she learned that Zhou Yuan had already arrived downstairs, she strutted past her two rivals with a smug smile. Hee, I'm going downstairs to get the Coke Zhou Yuan bought for me. Seeing that, Su Qing's expression turned serious. Could it be that Zhou Yuan actually likes her? When Zhang Yinyin reached downstairs, she didn't forget to keep up the act for the two rivals watching from above. Ah, why are you so good to me? I reminded her calmly, the Coke was 3 yuan. Don't forget to transfer it later. Her response was a big, tight hug. I just wanted a hug. Are you busy later? Want to go sit somewhere together? Seeing her overly flattering expression, I rejected her without hesitation. Sorry, I already have plans. With who? A guy or a girl? I turned my head slightly. There, she's here. Zhang Yinyin froze on the spot. She never expected that the person Zhou Yuan had a date with would be the usually quiet and reserved Lu Lin.
Guys, that's the end of the video. If you liked this video, please leave a comment in the comment section. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Like the video and share it too. Thank you for watching and see you next time again.